Very nice. Very nice. So welcome, Unity of Medina, and thank you for being here. We are one in spirit. And I honestly believe that from the bottom of my heart. When we walk in, we begin to become one in spirit, and I love that. So I wanted to talk to you today about, today is the first Sunday of Advent, so we're starting our time of anticipation. And the theme for this month is peace. So I am calm and I am peaceful. And the Bible passage for that is, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ. Philippians 4:7. And I just want to tell you that surpasses all understanding is where we have to live. Because if you look out to appearances, we're trying to figure it out, or we're naming it impossible. And that's not truth. Truth is, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. So stop trying to figure it out. And just know that we are, and especially in this season, we are one with Jesus Christ. And so it is. And now it's our Advent candle, and I'm going to invite Carol up to light our first candle.
Good morning. Good morning, Carol. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that you may abound in hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. It's from Romans 15, verse 13. Now I invite you to join me in saying the affirmation. I don't think it's there.
Yeah, it's the top at the top.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I have faith. I am God's goodness in expression. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I do first? Well, we changed the service for Advent, and so, yikes. Anyway.
You just tell me what to do, I got you.
Me too, whatever we're supposed to do.
Give me the sheet. Because I ain't got you. Yes, congressional song. That's it.
I'm just gonna stand up.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're good? All right. No problem.
Angels we have heard freely singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Lord,
Angie. Welcome again to Unity of Medina. Here at Unity, we affirm our core values of integrity, joy, acceptance, and spiritual growth. December is the power of life, and Donna will light the red candle. As she is lighting the candle, let's affirm together our affirmation for the month for the power of life. I am filled with life, sweet life. We have 2 words for daily word. It's hope and faith. My hope leads me to deepen in faith. As Advent seasons begin, I feel a quickening, a renewal deep within me as I embark upon the spiritual journey leading to Christmas. Over the year, I may have hoped for lasting peace, greater love, or abiding joy. But as I have grown spiritually, I have learned to look for those things within, to claim them as aspects of my divine identity. Once I do that, I will begin to see them manifest in my life. Faith is how I begin to bring my hopes to life. Like my other divine gifts, I always have faith. It's up to me to decide how to use it. When I choose to believe that peace will blanket the earth, love will heal our hearts, and joy will bring harmony to the world's people, I am using the power of my faith to bring those visions to vivid life. And today's passage is taken from John chapter 1, verse 5. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. And now Angie will prepare us for meditation.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, around young virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven afar, heavenly hearts sing hallelujah. Christ within us is born. Christ within us is born.
So if we can just imagine that deep within us, we are the holy night. We are placed during this Advent time where the Christ will be born in us every day, every night, in every way. And so this is our time to prepare. This is our time to have hope and faith that all things are possible. That we can begin to feel that very Christ within us as we carry it into everything we do as we wait for the eve of the birth. We are holy beings. We are called to serve. We are awake and alive in spirit. The Christ in us meets the Christ in you this holiday season as we celebrate with each other, as we decorate, as we bake. Everything we do, we're preparing. We're preparing to celebrate the birth of Christ in us as us. Oh, what a holy time. What a blessed time. What a time for us to stay awake to the many blessings, messages that will guide us. The ones that say, speak to that person. Hug that person. Share with that child. Share with each other. Have compassion for those who are suffering. Know that we are here to serve, but we're serving in the light. It's not heavy. You are my brother. You are my sister. I am here. As Angie said, I am here for you. We are here for each other. And so as we go deep within and begin to really feel that spark of light, we accept this as the call. It's the call for everyone here to be awake, to be alive, to be the Christ. And so it is. So our gift this morning, I'm telling you, is Angie. I'm telling you, it was great. Your music selections, your singing, the piano playing, it's just all great. And hopefully your spiritual leader will be able to be prepared tomorrow. You know, it's funny because Margene and Ann and I were at Westlake Unity yesterday all day. We went to a 10 to 4 o'clock workshop, which, by the way, flew by. We were the CEO of Unity Worldwide Ministries was the presenter to leadership in Unity. And so that's not an excuse, although it's a good one. Why things get turned around a little bit. So behold, I am coming. And that's what Advent's all about. I am coming, you know? And so these thoughts are for Bread for the Journey, Henry Nouwen. He's one that wrote The Wounded Healer. That was a real popular book. And he's written many books, but that was one of them. And he said, Christ lives within us. Christ lives among us. And that's the purpose for me. It's so important for community. We are a community of people witnessing together the presence of Christ in this world. And you know, you can see that in so many ways if we stay alert, if we stay awake, and if we become the real presence to one another of our brothers and sisters, that we are a member of the same body. And you know, we're told wherever 2 or 3 meet in my name, I am there among them. So in this very community, because we're more than 2 or 3, but 2 or 3 will do, in this very community, we have Christ among us. We're told that. I am there among them. So you can be guaranteed that that is happening. So the Latin word for church, ecclesias, comes from Greek, which means to call or to assemble. So we answer the call. And I ask us always to answer the call to come and fortify, as Paul says in 1 Corinthians, the God fields. God's fields. That's what churches are, God's fields. We're here. We're planted here to be the Christ. Stir up one another to love and good works, not neglecting to meet together. We're called. We're called to meet because it strengthens us, because everyone here has a cell of the Christ that we bring to this meeting to put together. And the question is, which I thought was a great question, where we find the courage to make Christ the center of our lives. Making Christ the center of your life takes courage. You got to drop all the games, all the stories, and just make Christ the center of your life. People will feel it. They will know that you are bringing this energy. And so I decided to do a unity book, which is, has anybody received this? Okay, so a few people. Well, it's fun because what they do is they take each week of Advent and they have a minister write about it. So Reverend Teresa Burton has written the first Sunday of every week of Advent. So we all have a Christmas wish list. We have to know that because that's where we put our energy. So what are we wishing for? We have to look at our own list. We know from childhood to be nice instead of naughty gets the goods. Every parent uses that. Every parent uses the elf on the shelf, moving it around when things get tough. And to know that to be nice instead of naughty actually makes the season a little better. If people take that up, and adults take it up too, because they think I really should be nice, So we have hope for peace on earth, and it requires us to be peaceful. To be nice on earth requires us to treat all those we meet nicely. And it can be anyone we meet. Some people are a little grouchy around this season. I'm not going to mention John. Anyway, so the magic of Christmas requires kind and considerate acts. Well, let me just share with you that kind and considerate acts requires thought. I don't know if human beings are naturally kind and considerate, but I know that they're created to be the Christ, so they're naturally the Christ. Now, that may sound contradictory, but sometimes we can be really in touch in meditation in the morning with our Christ self, and by afternoon be grouchy. No, Ken says, no, not me. So what is our superpower? What would you think our superpower is? It's grace expressed. That's our superpower. We're all looking for our superpower. We're all telling each other, if you go to this school or study this book, but our superpower is grace expressed. Well, what does grace expressed look like? It looks like generosity. And that's fun this time of year when you see people be generous. It's about grace expressed is respect. You have to respect those you work with. You don't have to. But if you're touching your Christ, good idea to respect those you work with, the positions they have, how you co-work with each other, your actions. Your actions have to match your silence. I hope that's a new thought. Because everybody says your actions have to match your words. Well, we all have a lot of words, and a lot of them are yada, yada, yada. But our silence is our Christ. So your actions have to match your silence. How does that feel to be in the silence of Christ's energy during meditation? And what does that look like in action? And then compassion. Our family right now, I won't share because it's just that serious. But it's my sister's family, and they're really going through a very dysfunctional, sad thing. We have to have compassion. I don't have to tell her how to live her life, or what this kid should do or that kid should do, or what intervention has to happen. All I have to do is have compassion. And I've shared before in this group, sometimes all you're left with is love. Why is that bad? Sometimes all you're left with is love. To have the energy to show your Christ in silence and compassion. To give grace is to forgive. To live simple elegance. I always think of Myrtle Fillmore like that. To live, she was tough, but to live simple elegance. To be courteous. To always think of goodwill for all. What was Tiny Tim's line? It wasn't a goodwill for all or something. What is it? God bless us, everyone. That's what we should be walking around with. God bless us, everyone. God bless us, everyone. So bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you have against one another. That seems hard. That seems sometimes impossible. That seems like we have to put a paragraph of explanation on why we can't forgive. Nonsense. Nonsense. Everyone is forgivable. Because Christ taught us, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. So it's not like I'm saying everything is, like this. I'm saying that to live in love, we have to be able to forgive. As a child, we knew if we were good, nice instead of naughty, that worked. As an adult, goodness is what we are. So we're truly good. That's what I learned in Unity. I had to learn that God was good. I already knew through religious study, that I was created in the image and likeness. The problem was I didn't know God was good. So when I found out that God was good, I could use that statement, goodness is what we are. And it doesn't seem foreign. The original in spiritual understanding. It's an original blessing. We are divine beings, and we are oneness with God. And as we go on in this book, Reverend Alberta Ware said, act of faith. You do not have to see how or the when. And that's what I say about world peace. I hold that thought. Sharif Abdullah says, creating a world that works with all, for all. I believe that can happen. He believes that can happen. He dedicated his life to this. No, for nothing will be impossible with God, as it says in Luke. We are told that nothing will be impossible. So to hold that thought as we pray every Sunday for peace in our world, I know that it's possible. And I'm not a naive little twit that goes to church. I know what's happening in the world. People want to pass you off by living good, living Christ, living wisdom. My faith is greater than my fear. I was just an afraid little girl, and John saw that. I was just afraid of everything. And in Hebrews it says, now faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. As I went ahead with my recovery, the fear fell away, literally fell away. I mean, we can walk in this store and have things just fall away that are not serving our highest good. As Reverend Karen Shepherd said, so to live in faith, we always look past appearances to truth. And my minister always said, in spite of appearances, God is good. So to live in faith, we always look past appearances. God is our source in strength, our highest good, our greatest joy. I have so much joy being part of the Unity movement. I have been taught so much about how to manage life. I am so grateful that I have this system. Because I do get in trouble. I'm naughty sometimes. The elf told John. And I just sometimes have to stop and remember what I'm taught. Reverend Leslie Miller said, God's gifts are creative ideas. That's in Unity, the Trinity is God mind, God idea, and God manifestation, God expression. Mind, idea, expression. So our creative ideas are Christ ideas. And I bet some in this room have had $1 million idea and may not have acted on it. Abundance. God's gift is abundance. We have an abundance in this room, in our living room ministry. Look at the abundance of love and Christ and service and giving. You're a giving congregation. We have abundance in this room. Christ lives right here. Healing. Healing is an odd thing because we name it. Oh, they'll get over that. They'll be happy soon. They'll find the love of their life. We don't know any of it. What we know is that healing is in the heart, and they have an abundance of joy. Hope. Sometimes we're afraid to hope, but it's what our candle is this Sunday. And a feeling of gratitude. And today our feeling of gratitude is to Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. You know, they made the song, to dream the impossible dream. They lived those words. I mean, think how scary it was. I mean, they bought all this land. I remember at a board meeting, I read about Myrtle, and and someone on the board was saying, "Boy, I hope our cash holds out." And she said, "Hope that your faith holds out. Hope that your faith holds out." Reverend Sylvia Hayes says, "We shine our light. We move our faith and hope forward. We live the Christ within." That's really odd to think that we're going to do that all the time. But you know what? We can do that all the time. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. John 1:9. The true light, and that's the Christ. Much of what we have done in our commitment to Christ has been about children. If you have grandchildren in your life, if you have nieces and nephews, to be a good example. Just to be, many times John and I behaved when we didn't want to because we had a car full of children that we really wanted to yell at. We used to drive the YOU everywhere. But we knew. Sometimes it's hard to live the Christ for your neighbor or a friend. But when you're living the Christ because you have a responsibility to the soul of another person, you behave. Well, we all have a responsibility to another person. So we shine our light. We live our Christ. And Reverend Mark Fuss, I think his name, Fuss, Fuss. Anyway, I remember him, I've been around a long time. Margene can attest to that. I know a lot of people. It's amazing. Anyway, I remember him when he was a ministerial student, much like our Michelle Coles. And he wrote, "Be gentle with yourself." I think that's the most important thing, because we all fall out of the light sometimes. All of us do. And so he says, be gentle with yourself, Use these tools to get back your hope. Stand in faith. That's what Moses said when they were going to the river, and, of course, they were yelling at him, I think, because he brought them into this crazy place where they all thought they were going to be killed. And he says, stand still and see what the Lord will do for you. Sometimes we just have to stand still. So in closing, on this Advent, which I'm all excited about, on this Advent, we shine our light for all to see the Christ Spirit within. We want people to see that this is an honest and earnest way to live. And that in doing that, in shining our light for all to see, we will be able to bring this peace on earth that we say is possible. Thank you.
So I wrote this song a few years ago, and since we're celebrating bringing life, I thought this maybe could work. It's called "There's Life, Carry On." Yeah, I actually wrote it during this time of year, and when I wasn't sleeping, and I challenged myself to just let whatever came through happen, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Snapchat. It's stupid, but I don't do it anymore. But it's interesting because you can only record a certain amount of time, and so I challenged myself to write within that specific amount of time each verse. So it was I don't know if you understand. So it was really it was challenging, but so whatever came just kind of happened, and this is the song that was born from that.
When the moon has turned on and the silence has dawned, there is life, there is life, and it aches with song. There is life, carry on. When the stars can foresee every age and story, there is life, there is life. When it hurts to breathe, there is life, there is life, let it be. And the sun can be cruel in facing the day, as if telling the night not to stay. And as time gathers loneliness, the moon has its way. It returns as if only to say, I am here. So be strong, and when your slumber has gone, there is life, there is life. You'll always belong. There's life, there's life, and it aches with song. There is life, welcome the night, carry on.
Thanks, Angie. That was beautiful. Thanks, Donna. I'm going to go home with a lot of ideas what to use through the week, first week of Advent.
Good, thank you.
Isn't the tree pretty? Last week, Scott, I know, worked really hard, and John, I know, well, several of us just sat in the back and ate. So we all had fun. December, this is the first Sunday, and if anybody has a birthday this month, would you please stand, and we'd love to sing happy birthday to you. Yeah, can you play for standing? Oh, you too? Oh, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Linda. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing your birthday. God is blessing you now. Thank you. After service today, we're going to pack the giving bags. Is that still on schedule? Yeah. And you still need some help? Yeah. Okay, we could use some help in packing the giving bags. This is one of the projects for December that the Unity Community team came up with to help the less fortunate in our county, help them celebrate the season. Please don't forget to sign up for the Christmas luncheon. That's going to be next week after service. There's a sign-up sheet, the address and the prices on there as well. December 17th is the Christmas sing-along after service, and Judy, oh, you're on this side today. Judy is going to accompany with the ukulele, and if there's other musicians that want to join in, it should be a fun and maybe funny time. December 24th is a Sunday, and we're going to have a beautiful service at 10:30. So be sure not to miss it. And now Donna will bless us and one another and any guests that we have today.
Thank you. I don't think we have any new people today. Do we have any new people? Marilyn back, so that's where we're concentrating. On you. Yeah. Good. Okay. And so let's give our blessing to each other and to Marilyn. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. Thank you for being here. And that is for all of you. Thank you for being here. So now is our time for giving. And this is a wonderfully generous church, and we thank you so much. We do lots of things in this church. Lots of giving. And I just read, what was it? About Travis. You know, Travis, he's in the news all the time. And one of his coach, Travis Kelsey, and his coach said to him when he was young, he said, you can either be a fountain or a drain. And I thought, wow. So we're all fountains here, and I love that. The gift of life. So let's take our tithes and our love offerings in our hands, and let's give the blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. We are grateful, and we are.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We are so blessed.
And so I thank you all for your giving, for the fountain of love that you are, for the Christ being that you carry within. Thank you for giving to this community so we can be about our Father's work. I thank all those who ask for prayer, who trust us to lift them up in the light of the Christ. We say thank you for giving us the gift of service. And for our world, we'll not try to figure it out. What we'll do is have faith that all things are possible, that peace is possible, that we will carry peace in our heart. We will see a world that works for all. We will see all children fed and cared for. We will see that in that place of our imagination, in that place of our faith, in that place of that trust that God is good. And we see that through the Christ Spirit that we carry within. And so we are so grateful. We are grateful for today, for Unity of Medina, for Unity, for Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. We are grateful. So we're going to have a circle, but I just have one announcement. If I could have Ann and David and Angie just stay after service for a moment.
Okay.
Just a moment. Who has to leave first? No, they weren't.
Oh, what I do now?
They were on the they were on the naughty list because I saw the expression on their face, but. But we're planning Christmas, guys. We are planning Christmas. Okay, so now we'll have our circle. Angie will play the peace song for us.
Sure will.